My name is Ensign J. Loving. I am running for judge of the Cleveland Municipal Court this fall, and I hope to earn your vote. I started off in private practice. I worked as a plaintiff's attorney. I transitioned to defense work, and then I transitioned to the public sector, and I worked for the Common Pleas Court as a judicial staff attorney. And so as a staff attorney, I used to think, I said, I saw it from both sides of the table as a plaintiff's attorney and as a defense attorney. But when you work for the court, you see what it looks like from an administrative, sort of uncut version of what it looks like. And we can do better. Our judges can just really understand what it means, the impact of their decisions, and how important it is to take the time to understand that there are so many resources that the court offers and that we can connect individuals with. So what's really important to me is what I like to refer to as a problem-solving justice. I believe that each individual in the courtroom is one person that is not a different person, that there's no such thing as a one-size-shoe-fit-all approach to justice. And so I believe in understanding the individual in front of us and understanding their lived experiences are different than mine and they're different than yours. And in that capacity, we can connect them with the resources that the court offers. So the Cleveland Municipal Court, very large court, one of the largest in Ohio, started off as a progressive court, and that was the theme. It was to connect the people with the resources to treat some of the underlying issues that brought them to the court. And so in connection with that, it's really important that we know what our court offers. We have the drug docket, the mental health docket, and so taking the time to just appreciate what those resources are and taking the time to make sure that we're helping people leave the court better than they came in. And so I think that's really important to me. And one thing that really stands out to me, I have a list of things that I could talk about if we talked about things I've done in my career. But one thing that I did not understand how profound of an impact it was is when I joined the Common Pleas Court and I came along with my judge, there was a long expungement docket. We had motions that have been pending for years and years and years. And just really quickly, expungements are important. So if you have a conviction on your record, and the statute changes all the time, but if you qualify, you can apply to the court and you can ask the court to get that off of your record. And so you apply, you file a motion, but once you file that motion, it sits with the judge. And the judge has to go and do the things, whatever they may be, because your case is different, in order to adjudicate that. And when you've experienced something in your life and you're trying to be on a better path, for example, you want to pursue a new educational opportunity or a new job or employment, you shouldn't have all of it. You shouldn't have any extra delay. So we should do our best to make sure that we give you that resolve. And so I came along and we developed this new strategy, new policies. We set hearings so that we could clear up a docket of years and years old motions. And that meant the most to me because we helped so many people get that cleared up so that they could start on their new path. It's just really important that we understand what our judges have done professionally, but also what they do when no one is looking. We have to understand that when we use words like fairness, integrity, and compassion, that our judges are actually balancing that whether they're in the courtroom or at home and in every facet of their life. So that's also really important to me as well.